guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to do some setup in the next upcoming week in my Hobonichi Weeks Everyday Carry January start. I am finishing out in the 2023 Hobonichi Weeks. I will just be finishing the month in here, so I have a full year comprised in this one journal, and then I will be doing a setup video in the next coming weeks of my 2024 work journal. Alright, so let me get this situated. If you're new here, this is an A5 Moterm cover that I got from Amazon in Beetroot. This is a half-year A5 stology that I use to track some job processes. I do some light deco, but it never really actually changes. This I don't really show because it's just notes that I do when I'm doing jobs, and then I've got some notebooks and stickers and whatnot in the rest of this. When I'm doing setup, and even actually sometimes when I'm writing in here, I do prefer to take this out. This is the 2023 one-piece edition of the Hobonichi Weeks, and because I do want to keep my cover pristine, there is a cover on cover, so the glare is probably insane. All right, so I have been enjoying breaking this down into 2 columns. For this week, the work tasks or the completed tasks that I do will be on this side, and then all of that other stuff will be on this side. And the line is straight and yet still crooked. It's also off center, but whatever, we're going to deal. So on this side, let's see. I think we can get... yeah, there's only one of these long stickers, so let's make that a feature. And so that'll go up there, and that's not a problem that it's going into that, because again, I'm just going to kind of snake my completed tasks as we go down. I can always add more stickers towards the ending of the week. And then let's use this one, which is Mumechi Card Co. I like putting down the artist or whoever did this, and then we'll kind of layer one of these, again, longer ones here as well. And the thing with these is because they are squared out, they're actually rectangles, I do want to keep it fairly straight. Okay, so that's it for that side. And then on this side, I actually really like these long ones. So let's kind of, we're not going to trick the eye because it's not only off center, but it's crooked, but at least we can designate some spaces here. So I do need 5 different sections. And we can do one here. Because I do have other food stickers that I can bring in throughout the week once I put pen to paper. But at least this will give me different sections. And it actually kind of disappears. I might have to do some outlining just so that you can see it. And let's choose one that's the same height. Nope, that's too tall. I think that's going to be our best bet. And I will keep this sticker sheet in here. so that if I don't need all of this space, then I can always add some more of this, although again, I do have other sticker sheets as well. Okay, so what's a color that we can use? I'm actually leaning towards gray. So let me put some things down here. All right, guys, so this is the setup for the week. I did do some outline and I think it actually works. Now the outlining on this side was much easier than the outlining on that side because this has all sorts of bumps and ridges that I have to contend with. But once the words go on the page, I'm not really going to see it because right now that stands out. Right now that stands out. But if I were a perfectionist, I would have used a ruler and I'm not, so I didn't. So this is going to be all of the completed tasks for the week. This is my mood tracker. I do like to see the entire week because I covered that up, but even if I didn't, even if I use this as a horizontal, I still like seeing that every single week. I've got a place for the word, I've got a place for the quote and my thoughts. I write down what I've eaten for lunch. I didn't let it dry sufficiently, so there is some smudging, but again, we're just doing practical. We're not searching for perfection. And then some notes for me to remember for tasks for the following week, as well as some overtime related stuff. So that's for this upcoming week. This was the previous week, and it's actually very busy, not only by way of tasks, but by way of colors, because I'm trying to break myself of relying on just one pen because I have so many pens, but I don't actually have an exact matchup of pens here and pens at my office. And then also, if for any reason I make a mistake and grab the wrong pen because I just have them off to the right side of me, I just want to make sure that I don't get too bothered because in previous weeks and months, I just relied on one pen. And while I do other writing in other places for work and whatnot, it kind of hindered me from using my stuff. And so I'm just trying to embrace the madness. Sometimes I think it works. Sometimes it's just a little much. And this is one of those weeks where between the colors of the stickers and the highlighters and the different pens and then all of the writing, it seems like a lot. It seems visually like a lot. Now last week, around the 28th, and then pretty much for the rest of the week, I was having some major anxiety issues. It's probably the worst it's been for quite some time. And so it wasn't the most horrible week in the history of ever by way of my emotions, but it was pretty close. And that's why I added that little one right there. But it was also a very productive week. It took a lot for me to be able to focus. And so where I put all of that effort and energy in focusing was for work, just because it's sort of a comfort zone for me. I know what I'm doing and I can kind of go on autopilot, but not really. But there's a structure, a consistency that just kind of soothes me like being creative doesn't. Sometimes being creative helps me just get out of my mind, but when it's a full body, just mind and body anxiety issue, and that's how it felt this past week, then just relying on structured type of things helped me. So I didn't really do anything creative this week just because I couldn't. But I'm hoping that this is going to be a better week coming up. But we shall see. The word of the week was kinetic, and that has several meanings that have to do with movement. And synonyms with kinetic are active and lively, and dynamic and energizing. And then the quote of the week, and this is really when I was in the heyday, although that's not the correct usage, but I was really up in the anxiousness feels. It says, stop wondering if you are good enough for them and start asking if they are good enough for you. You are enough. And I don't generally go for those types of quotes. I usually lend to the snarky or the sassy, but that I really needed to remind myself of that because there was a lot going on. Anyway, that is the last 2 weeks. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and put a video of what I ate for the last work week. And the next week, I'm probably going to use this one. And I think I like the idea of kind of juxtaposition between super colorful, kind of mellow, super colorful, and then kind of mellow. So that would be the week of Christmas would work. This actually has a lot of seasonal things on here, so I can kind of incorporate that. Although that week I'm only working Monday through Wednesday, so I might bring in another sticker sheet instead of this. Maybe use this for New Year's week, and then just do very little by way of having spaces to write, just do my work tasks, and then just some bigger stickers that I have that may not necessarily be Christmas related, but are winter related, because I live in Hawaii, perpetual summer. That's not actually something I'll actually see. We'll see. We will definitely see. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me for now. And as always, aloha. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, November 27th, is sort of breakfast for lunch. I scrambled some onions, cabbage, because both were already cut in the fridge, ham from Thanksgiving, eggs, and then I topped it with some Kraft singles. I've got some leftover rice, which show you on top, and I've got an awesome amount of ketchup with Tabasco on it because I like eggs with my ketchup. And I've got a tangerine for later, water throughout, coffee this afternoon, and for breakfast I had a turkey sandwich. The Thanksgiving leftovers are still heavily prevalent in meals, so you'll probably see it over the next few days. Yay. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you guys. Hey guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, November 28th, is a kimchi bowl without the soup. So I just use a soup seasoning when I sauteed some onions, bean sprouts, cabbage, carrots. I think that's all that's in there. Oh, and Spam. It's the first meal I've had that has not been Thanksgiving related, although I will be making turkey a la king for dinner. That should finish up the Thanksgiving leftovers. For breakfast, I had a 6 o'clock meeting, webinar really, so I had a turkey sandwich. I had water throughout, and I'll definitely need a cup of coffee or two this afternoon. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday, November 29th, is some cinnamon sugar dots pretzel sticks. I'm having some really bad mental health days today and last night. And so my stomach is messed up, so I'm just gonna eat that. I've got a hot tea here. Didn't have anything for breakfast, water throughout. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. All right, that's it for today. Hey guys, lunch for today is a cabbage salad with Asian dressing and a pizza bread. I'm still dealing with lots of anxiety right now, so it's the first thing I've eaten today. Hopefully it's gonna be okay with my stomach. I guess we'll see. I've had water throughout, and I actually had a coffee earlier today. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today. Oh, happy December. It's Friday, December 1st. I made some Spam fried rice with a sunny side egg and it's actually bacon Spam. It's not something we usually have, but I do like the flavor of it. Of course, ketchup and Tabasco to go on it. Now, I can't have yolk and ketchup touch, so I'll eat the rice that has the yolk on it first, and then I'll eat the yolkless rice with the ketchup. I love scrambled eggs and ketchup, but I can't do yolky yolk and ketchup. I was busy since this morning, so I've only actually had water up until this point. And yeah, that's lunch for today. Hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye.